Thanks for staying for sports. And this weekend, the PBR returned to MetraPark and Billings for the 25th consecutive year. So many storylines involving Montanans. You have Matt Triplett, Dakota Lewis, of course, Jake and Jess Lockwood making his return this weekend. But you have to add to that list Choteau native and PBR funny man Flint Rasmussen. I caught up with Flint and spoke about how his life has been since the PBR went on hold back in March.
Jesse's got himself a girl and I wanna make her mine.
When COVID-19 hit, the PBR announced they were going to take a few weeks off. At the time, it was a much needed break for Flint.
I honestly was a little burnt out. Body was burnt out, mind was burnt out emotionally. And so I thought, okay, cool, stay home for 3 weeks.
After a 41-day hiatus, the tour went to Guthrie, Oklahoma at the Lazy E Arena, becoming the first sport to return to action. They tested 143 people every weekend with 0 positives, creating an innovative and safe environment.
I know the NBA has a bubble, and they talk about the NBA bubble. I hate to say this, but the guys in cowboy hats had a bubble first, and it was a true bubble in Guthrie, Oklahoma. We felt very safe.
Since then, PBR has returned to arenas with fans in whatever city will accept them. And despite needing a little break, Flint is thrilled to be back in front of the fans.
So we have this hole right here. The reason we're in the business of being in front of crowds is that's what fills that. And I realize how much I really love doing what I do and how much I crave being in front of people. So we are out here hopefully bringing the people something. But it is our job. This is what the people want.
That said, the man, always filled with jokes, admits it's hard at times to be funny in the current climate.
There's not a lot of funny things going on in the world right now. I mean, it seems like there should be a lot of material, but what we're dealing with and the virus itself isn't something to make fun of.
A true pro, Flint kept the MetraPark crowd laughing all weekend long for the 25th straight year.
Billings is the longest running major tour stop of the PBR and the smallest market that we go to. So smallest market, longest running. That says a lot about the fans in this area. People drive a long ways to come here.
Diehard fans who know Flint have seen the beginning of a transition from the dirt to the broadcast booth, taking off the makeup, but still sharing that personality.
If there is one thing that's come out of all this, I've done a lot of stuff like this, and it is very much a passion for me too. It's no secret I'm on the downhill side of my career. 52 years old, been doing it a long time. This season may have bought me an extra season physically, but it has opened some doors, and it forced me to get motivated to work on some things I probably should have done a long time ago. So I don't want to give this virus any credit. Dang it.
All right, let's check out some of the highlights from the final day at MetraPark. Flint dancing in his Montana State socks. And we check out Jake Lockwood, brother Jesser, getting him ready. Jake gets knocked off today after 5 seconds. He finishes in 15th. Andrew Alvidrez in the lead going into the day, knocked off here in the 3rd round, but he had a 91 1/4 ride in the championship round to finish in 2nd. Keyshawn Whitehorse also had a nice weekend. Here he is with 87.5. He finished 4th today. Dakota Lewis, no qualifying ride on Sunday, but he would finish in 7th. And here is Jess Lockwood, 2 for 2 on the weekend, sitting in the top 10, but here can't hold on. Falls a 1/10 of a second short of that 8-second mark. And Lockwood would not have a qualifying go on Sunday, but still a nice showing in his return this weekend as he finished 11th. Finally, the #1 bull rider in the world, Jose Vitor Leme. This guy continues to roll here. Highest scoring ride of round 3, 89 3/4 in his 15th round win this season. Then he posts the exact same score in the championship round to win the PBR Area Invitational in Billings. Finally, it's time to introduce a new segment here on SWX. It's the Hit Play of the Week, where we show you a top play from around the state every Sunday throughout the academic year.
The SWX Hit Play of the Week is brought to you by American Auto Body.
Let's go to the pitch for this weekend's play. Senior versus Gallatin, and check it out. The ball is dropped to Tatum Egan. Coach tells her to give it a go, and she would do just that. Sails in from way out there, just over the hands of the keeper. Magnificent goal there by Egan. And in Billings, stay tuned for our Super 8 Plays of the Week on Monday. That's your check on sports. We're back after this.